this. We'll try to be quick. I just can't have this not on YouTube. I am very sorry about this.
Okay, let's deliver this and make amends.
I thought I told you to beat it. Or do your ears just not work?
We just wanted to bring you your coffee to make sure there were no hard feelings.
Ha! Ah, that's cute. I promise I don't bite. I just have a job to do. Sometimes I think Charlie's hair gel seeps into his brain, but he brings in most of our revenue, so his happiness is our top priority.
Again, fair.
Now, Scram, you know how to get in touch with me if you need me.
That did not go well at all. We need some kind of leverage to get Mr. Nova to give us the information we want. I'm certain he knows something. Don't you agree?
Yeah, he was pretty evasive.
While you were talking to him, I took the opportunity to look into his history more thoroughly. It turns out he did a series of promos for a local Hassie bar early in his career, and some fans still spot him there from time to time. It's a long shot, but frankly, everything about this case has been one long shot after another.
Again, isn't that noir in general?
People at this Hassie establishment and look for any dirt we can use to put some pressure on Mr. Nova. There must be something. It's the only path I see.
Sure.
The Hassie bar is located on Market Street, near the Genus Clinic. We can head there whenever you're ready.
And now comes the worst part of having to restart this recording, even though it wasn't too long ago. We gotta listen to this guy again.
Welcome back! Care to take another pamphlet or two?
Hello, I am back to listen to more of, to re-listen to your transphobic, homophobic, racist allegory BS.
Ah, the cold weather has made organising demonstrations a bit difficult, to say the least. But I refuse to relent in our mission. Rain or shine, sleet or snow, I will not rest until I stop these abominations from undoing God's almighty work.
Just think, if you weren't a bigot, I might actually like you. What, shutting down Clinic Talk Lives?
That's a leading question. Of course, some people have life-threatening afflictions, and it's a good thing that science has evolved to treat all kinds of diseases. Simply wanting cat ears and furry tails does not constitute a disease. A disease of the mind, perhaps.
Again, this is reading straight transphobia vibes to me.
If the government strictly limits genetic alteration surgeries to only life-threatening emergencies, well, that would be a start towards undoing the damage. We are not God. We were made in his image, and his image did not include fur.
And again, since I gotta record this, how do you know? Again, how do you know, God? How do you know that what God looks like? Just saying, it's a tad bit of arrogance, to know what a supreme entity who created the entire friggin' universe would know.
I feel it's rather simple. It's even in the name. Modifying genes means we are changing the very DNA that makes us unique.
Again, we are not just DNA, dude.
We're giving doctors, among other people with a severe lack of understanding of the human condition, the right to make us into entirely new species.
And once more, for the recording, replace this jargon with the whole transgender quote unquote argument. See how similar it sounds.
We are the byproduct of tens of thousands of years of natural selection and evolution, and now these people want that progress to just be reduced to a formula, to be injected into your skin at your convenience?
It was random chance we ended up with this way. Evolution is a massive mutations that just happened that stuck with a species over time. That's why there's so many different varieties. That's why we have subspecies.
And why? To fulfill some sick fantasy. We have VR dramas. Leave your imagination at home.
And what if they don't feel comfortable the way they are? What if having, say, cat ears makes you feel good about yourself? Makes you feel comfortable? You see where I'm going with this.
Besides, why should we give these self-proclaimed animals the same rights as humans when they clearly don't want to be human?
Off our back.
That is the greatest misconception of our group.
Is it?
They would have you believe that we'd rather go back to the Dark Ages.
Well, it seems like it.
Oh, sure, the human revolution wants people to go back to washing clothes by hand down by the river, right? We'll all go back to playing with sticks, yes?
Well, it seems like to me you want to go back to times where people prayed to God for to cure their affliction, and instead of seeking medical science.
We do not advocate for a reversal of all technology. That would be ludicrous.
And where do you draw the line? Again, I would like to point out that your best friend, your supposed best friend, who is in life support, isn't welcome in your group because of said life support. Your entire argument has just fallen apart.
We merely want severe limitations on genetic enhancements and a focus on medicinal practice beyond gene therapy.
Once more, I do not completely disagree with this argument. That if gene therapy is the only treatment, it's something to use while we're trying to find other better treatments.
That would include an outlawing of cosmetic gene therapy, yes. People parading around in fur and scales as proud abominations.
And again, you're making your bigotry clearly known.
We need the government to protect these patients from themselves.
Really now? And what makes you think they're hurting themselves?
Through some concerted efforts, we've created an alliance with a number of businesses banning service and employment of unhumans.
Yes. People who are all willing to take advantage of a minority suffering. And yes, racial slur.
Yeah, they call themselves hybrids, but we call them what they are. I can't respect those who willingly trade their humanity away. Thanks to our efforts, many local businesses are finally gaining the confidence to only serve human beings. If they wanted to feed animals, well, they'd open up a pound. Why, just the other day, a neo-SF landlord thanked me for supporting his decision to deny tenancy to unhumans. He already feels better about his decision to seek out our help.
Of course, because he too was a bigot. He doesn't like that people are getting the treatment that they need. It makes him uncomfortable, and therefore he is all the more happy to go around having his people's rights revoked. Because it does not affect him.
Plus, can you imagine the cleaning fees?
They can clean themselves just fine, dude. Like, it's not like their brains change when they become hybrids.
Great! Do tell me when you get the article out. I love to read the comments.
Forgive me if I'm wrong, but doesn't most of the MeshNet speak critically of your organization?
Oh, that's cute. The robot wants to join in the discussion now. Yes, this is true, though historically most revolutionaries are unpopular when they're in the middle of the fight.
Sure, Hitler felt exactly the same way.
I sleep comfortably knowing that history will be on my side.
I promise to write a Ferris X-Men blah blah blah.
Why, thank you. I appreciate bold integrity from good journalists like yourself.
I want to stop talking to you. Thanks for the interview. I'll let you know if I need anything else.
Oh, please do. Have a lovely day now. And remember, God designed you perfectly just the way you are.
I'm just going to refrain from answering. His car. (2062) Z CR4 Coupe. Perfect for letting everyone know you spent a fortune of credits on this car. Again, is this your car? Just saying. Let's hope Ramona isn't mad at me.
Well, if it isn't the luckiest jerk I've ever seen in my life.
She's mad at me.
I had to schedule a specialist to come fix my ROM, and you better hope they can. Oh well, all's well that ends well. I underestimated how much people would appreciate an early Christmas. Anyway.
So technically we were good for your business.
What can I do for you?
I was hoping you had time to talk.
Sure. I still have a little bit before closing, and I can use some conversation to distract me from the anticipation of the VR drama I have waiting for me when I get off. What do you want to know?
Didn't Charlie Nova do promos for this place?
Charlie is a complete trip. We met when he was just starting out doing adverts. He still drops in every once in a while to hang out. I love the guy. He's super funny, always has the best stories, and his hair is perfect. And he parties harder than anyone I know. A couple weeks ago, he invited me to this raid at some hole that's probably already shut down, and he got so amped up on Crash that he jumped up on the table and hosted an impromptu dirty dancing contest.
I
swear, if he was in Charlie Nova, we would have gotten chucked out on our asses, but it was a lot of fun. If you want to meet him, just hang around here long enough. He loves mingling with his fans. Not that it helps his ego any.
This is pretty innocuous.
Indeed.
We are going to need more evidence if we're to fabricate a believable story that will convince Mr. Nova it's in his best interest to help us.
Can you tell me about VR technology?
You don't have internal hookups, do you? The older sets are all helmets that use electromagnetic waves to stimulate the neural pathways in your brain to induce the desired sensory input. It's pretty crude though, which is why EM hats give you that dreamlike experience. It doesn't quite feel real. The Direct Link network has way higher fidelity. It's like actually being there.
Enter Ghost in the Shell reference here. That was probably where the idea for this came from.
And since the Direct Link can interrupt your primary motor cortex, you don't have to take muscle relaxers to keep from flailing around. But some people are still scared off by it.
What is that?
Well, it's pretty invasive. They inject this smart polymer into the base of your skull, right at the brainstem, and it crawls along your primary neural pathways and bonds to your major sensory centers.
That does sound kinda icky.
It's been safe for almost a decade, but a lot of folks are still pretty skeeved out by the idea of having a bunch of conductive plastic coating in the inside of their brains.
You know, fair.
Plus, for the 24 hours or so that is hooking everything up and self-calibrating, you start to have intense hallucinations because of all the electrical crossfiring.
Oh boy.
It's a trip, I'll tell you that. But no worse than the stuff people have been taking for millennia, watching the world melt. Anyway, if you're looking to get installed, I have a guy who does great work. Just let me know.
What's the VR drama about?
Oh, it's an ongoing drama called Magical Commander Yukino. Yukino at the Gates to the Deep.
Let me guess, it's a magical girl anime?
In it, you play the magical girl Yukino as she fights off elder gods as they arise from the ocean.
It's a magical girl that fights its Lovecraftian horrors. Not gonna lie, I would pay money to see that.
It's a bit cliched and just about as silly as you would expect, but it includes some really interesting intersection between the Japanese magical girl trope and the American Cthulhu mythos.
Exactly what I said. And that cliched?
All with a pseudo-military theme.
Yes.
In the newest episode, Yukino has to face off against the Yip as they try to inhabit the bodies of people in the present to escape their destruction in the past.
I'm not clued up on the Cthulhu mythos, but aren't the Yip kind of like the good guys? You know, the ones who fight the elder gods? How does the VR drama work? Is it like a video game?
Not really. Video games are about winning and manipulating the mechanics of the system to get ahead, right?
Not exactly, but kinda.
Dramas are more about inhabiting the role of the character.
So basically like an RPG. Role-playing game.
There are rules, but they're mostly about behaving consistently in the fictional world. It's a bit like being in improv theater, except if you get too far out of your character, the system boots you out and you have to start the episode over. Everyone experiences the drama a little differently, but it stays broadly consistent because you have to maintain the behavior of the character you're inhabiting.
So kind of like a visual novel then.
It requires you to really get inside the head of another person. I like it better than VR games, but that's just me.
There, everyone has tastes. Sounds exciting, maybe I'll look it up.
It's the best! Super awesome! If you need any other suggestions, just let me know. I played through a little bit of everything. I'm sure I could find something you'd like. Maybe a detective drama. Anyway,
Thank you for your time.
sure. Just let me know if you need anything. I'm always happy to help.
How's the stream looking? I'm registering I'm registering no drop frames. Connection's still excellent. Don't waste too much time quacking, or you'll be sitting you know. Oh yeah, the clue Z Mayan, who I see is in the chat. Duck game is an esport in this world.
No time to rest anymore, sleepyhead. We have our mission. Let's get to it. Full steam ahead.
Shouldn't we wait for Charlie? Ah, you look important.
Oh, hey, it's you. Wow, long time.
Do I know you?
Who's this?
This is Keith, an old buddy of mine, apparently.
Hey, not too old now. Did you manage to keep that plan I got you alive?
I'm doing it.
Oh, man. Rest in peace, Wilty. You probably overwatered it, didn't you?
Yeah, guilty.
That's exactly right.
Figures. So, what's with the bot?
That's touring my ROM.
Yours? Really? Huh. I didn't think you liked to bring work home, as it were. Anyway, it's great to see you. What brings you to the Hassie Bar? Doing a review of that sweet weather ROM outside or something?
We're actually here on an investigation.
All right, now that's the kind of journalism I'm talking about.
Indeed, we're looking into some accusations made against Charlie Nova. And we're actually trying to build up a solid case against him.
No shit. I actually may have exactly what you need. Charlie comes here all the time. You know that show he's host of, Star in the Stratosphere? That show where normal people try to become actors and singers and all. Listen to this recording I made when he was here last month on his book tour.
So many people come up to me thinking that if they can sing or act, I'll just make them a superstar. But that isn't how it works. Raw talent isn't enough to get you by in this industry, and anyone who thinks so is lying to themselves. It takes hard work and persistence. You gotta want it, and want it bad.
Well, I do agree with that statement.
But the kids I get on Star in the Stratosphere, which I host each and every week, as you all know, they're all so young and hungry. I love them. I do my damnedest to make sure they get what they want. They give me their best, so I'm gonna give them mine.
It's not much, and it might help you build a case if you chop it up right. Just keep my name off it. I post hiking pictures, not scandals. Well, if nothing else, the threat of this dropping on the mess should get them talking. Here, I just made a copy for you. Anyway, I'd love to catch up soon. For now, I'll let you keep at it. You can usually find me here if you want to chat again.
And Keith later.
say. Why did you tell Keith that I belong to you?
More convenient, and I do like to think of us more as friends than like owner and Rom.
Very fair. You may continue to run with that as your story with those who don't or shouldn't know the truth about me. Anyway,
If he stays with me, it should be his choice. Apparently we're going to blackmail Charlie. Oh, there's something, there's still something more here. I do not want to talk to you. So we wait for him to show up then? Twin gets really impatient anytime you take a seat, but they never notice if you're just wasting time or stopping to smell the roses. But there's still something here I gotta do, right? Do I really gotta talk to you again?
One simple failure will not dissuade our cause.
Well, thankfully I don't need to talk to you. The video billboard cycling through advertisements for a few different things. First the news and a commercial for VR drama Tomorrow's Tears. So apparently you still have something to do here.
What can I do for you?
Time to talk?
Sure. I still have a little bit before closing. What do you want to know?
Nothing
Sure.
apparently.
Just let me know if you need anything.
So what am I to do? Apparently there's still something I need to do here. This is the most picturesque Christmas tree imaginable. Its branches are perfectly spaced, every decoration is placed meticulously. What am I meant to do? Apparently there's still something I need to do here.
Hey, pal. Building up on Hassie?
I haven't seen you around here before. Is there something I can help you with?
I heard Charlie Nova hangs out around here sometimes.
Another one of his fans, huh?
Not really.
Yeah, he comes here sometimes. I don't really get why everyone likes him so much.
What's your issue with him?
Well, I have a picture from this time he flipped off a box of kittens.
Sorry,
Somebody
what?
brought them to try to give away, and one of them scratched him up. He ended up taking it home, but he really hammed it up about getting scratched. I think he ended up calling him, I think it was Captain Snuggles? It was pretty funny, actually. I'll send your Rom a picture.
So are we just prepping to blackmail Charlie? This should be enough to get his
Frankly,
attention.
I'm starting to feel a bit uneasy about this. Mr. Nova's clearly an upstanding individual, if just a bit boisterous. But I suppose if we're in for a penny, we're in for a pound. This should be more than enough anecdotal evidence to fabricate a less than flattering image of Mr. Nova that the public will eat right up. Let us present our story to him immediately. Hopefully our delay has not put him in physical danger.
Hopefully. Look at blackmail. Now you will dirt on Charlie Nova. Apparently that's just it.